I literally I was at this conference and somebody was like, everything is content. And I'm like, that is a terrible way to go through life. The problem is it's just unsustainable. What is absolutely sustainable though is, hey, this is the world I've created. You are clearly attracted to this world. Go meet other people who are attracted to the same world.
Everyone loves series books, everyone loves TV series, everyone loves binging. And one of the things about series books I've found is, as well as having the great product, is once you start writing the second, the third, the fourth, it's much easier to sell and have the follow through of readers and all that kind of stuff by writing series books.
Away when he was sharing with me how fast he got it monetized there. So just kind of goes to show that you could get even more out of your YouTube channel by even just showcasing some of your audiobooks or even clips of your audiobooks through there.
Non-writers are still really fascinated by writers, which I find really encouraging. They are continually interested in finding out what your writing process is, how you come up with ideas. Just show us where you write. Show us your favorite coffee mug. Do you write by hand on a legal pad? Do you use a word processor? You think these details are super boring and ordinary, but never forget, these people are fans.
The importance of a cover designed to work as a thumbnail image really cannot be understated. You've got a really short window, probably 4 seconds or less, to grab the customer's attention, so you've got to take as much advantage of that as possible. This does usually mean focusing less on smaller, more intricate details and also putting an emphasis on clear, easy to read titles, really quickly identifiable imagery.
You can write a blog, and then because I've written that blog in a machine-readable format, just because I blog, all companies that host blogs like WordPress or Medium or Substack or any of the others, if you just write, it will give you what's called an RSS, which stands for really simple syndication. And then once you've got that RSS feed, because it's a machine-readable format, you can then syndicate that content. You can pop it out to social media channels. You can send it to your newsletter automatically. You can do all kinds of stuff with it.
So on that note of ensuring you and your VA are a good fit for each other, this is really crucial because when you work with a virtual assistant, or in fact when you hire anyone for your author business, be it a cover designer, editor, web designer, whoever it is, the relationship that you have with that person is really important, because if you don't gel, if you can't work well as a team, there's always going to be a sort of disconnect where you'll both feel unsatisfied with the working relationship and ultimately with the end result.
What isn't influencer marketing? Influencer marketing is not advertising. Think of it more like PR or public relations. It's also not transactional. Influencers are not your employees, and unless you have something like a written contract, which implies that there's some money involved here, influencers are not going to do things for you just because you ask. It's a social, personal relationship in that way.
Yes, one of the things I find actually going back to the same venues year after year is that someone comes the first year and obviously you're hoping they'll buy, more than one book, but maybe they don't. Maybe they just buy the first one. But what has been really nice is finding people coming back the following year and saying, oh, I got the first book last year and now I want to get the second one or the third one and so on. And it's really important that you have something new to offer them.
And I've noticed that the things that seem to perform well in the foreign rights marketplace are often the things that kind of just perform well domestically too. Romantasy is really big in the United States now too, and nonfiction by experts, wellness, self-help, also really big in our market right now.
It feels like a lot of people are losing on the creative side. And this has really always been true. Publishing as a whole has been set up to kind of have a lot of like losers per se. Same with artistry, same with acting and all the things. And a lot of us just accept that about the system. I don't believe we should accept it.
So that was quite a low point emotionally. I realised I didn't want to keep doing what I've been doing, in the vain hope that something would magically change. And I thought about, giving it all up. I thought, well, maybe I should just write for fun and not worry about publishing anymore. But I needed to think about my readers more, my customers, and about the market, do some research and come up with a business plan. So that's what I did. I did my research. I looked for an existing market that I thought I'd enjoy writing within. And I settled on 1920s murder mysteries.
Here's the cool thing. The sales of that book have increased. Now, the only thing I changed was the book description, metadata, keywords, all of that stuff that I got from the publishing assistant. That's the only thing I changed. I didn't run ads on it again. But you know what? My sales increased to the level that they were when I was running ads on that book.
OpenAI has launched SearchGPT to compete with Google in the search market to provide people with summaries of responses instead of giving a list of links, which we've been used to for the last 20 years. We've been getting a list of links when we search for something. OpenAI's SearchGPT will provide us with data, will provide us with images, text, perhaps other things in the future, to show us what it has decided is the appropriate response to our search. So search is changing, and we have to understand this as authors, whether this is going to have an impact on our lives, on our reputation, on our work.
Let's spend a few moments recognizing and identifying the potential value of your book. Your book can be a valuable asset because it generates ongoing royalties or sales, enhances your personal brand, opens doors to new opportunities like speaking engagements or adaptations, serves as intellectual property that can grow in value over time, and much more besides. It is within your power to release your book's revenue potential by approaching it in an organized, systematic, and business-like manner.
If you tell yourself you are bad, you will start to believe you are bad. If you tell yourself you are good and the things that you are doing are good, and you surround yourself with positivity and people that push you forward, if you accept that it's okay to want attention, it's okay to be successful, it's okay to want fandom, it's okay for this to want this book to sell 1 million copies, it's okay, you like this book. I genuinely like the books that I write. I don't understand people that don't like the books they write. Why are they writing those books? Write books that you like.
They get this really cool packaging, and obviously that builds up the anticipation of this story for 12 months and 24 letters. So this costs $99. So again, obviously selling directly, David will gain a huge amount of information about people who would potentially want to receive a thrilling stroke horror story in the post every fortnight. So obviously these are fantastic people for David to have their information.
Here's some examples of how it works. So what I'd like you to do is take your mobile phone, open the camera app and scan the QR code. Once the software is loaded, you don't need to download an app or anything like that. It will just say view or something. Then hover it over the actual book cover and you'll see that there is a video overlaid on the book cover. And I want you to think about this in terms of the fantastic possibilities that this gives you in terms of talking to your readers straight from your book. Can you imagine people walking around Barnes & Noble or Waterstones being able to scan a book cover and actually seeing you say, "Hi, I hope you enjoy the book."
However, the conversion rates on TikTok are insane. So if you can get something to blow, the money that you can make is eye-watering. So I am mid six figures, I suppose, like approaching mid six figures, and I probably spend about $6,000 a year on advertising.